Alright, hear me?
Fuel pump.
Yep.
Give it a little throttle here. Okay. Fire that big up.
Yep, ready?
I'm ready. It's raining.
Yeah. Wanna close this?
Okay.
Is this not hot? Oil pressure up. Out there?
Field elevation, and we'll compare that with what the ATIS will say. Set your compass. Your DG, directional gyro. Alright, flight instruments, engine instruments, we got suction, we got oil pressure, oil temperature, fuel pressure, and we're making electricity. Turn on your flashing beacon. And see if we verify now with your checklist to make sure we didn't leave anything out.
Yep. S tank. Both. Master sweep on. Off. Throttle crack. Extra pitch. Primer. Oil pressure. Good.
Okay. Well, let's turn on the radios. And then we'll taxi over there and turn around into the wind, do a run-up.
That was fine. And what's our ATIS here?
ATIS is 128.6.
Blue 38, ident altitude.
And we can monitor ground until we get over there and turn around into the wind, do a run-up.
Okay.
Blue 48, radar services terminated, squawk VFR, exchange approved.
Alright, ready?
Yep. Test your brakes.
Blue 38, westbound,
Got
turn
brakes,
approved.
I'll check my brakes. My plane?
And Maui ground, Clio 43, information, Romeo, ready, taxi.
43 Maui Tower, runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot, Alpha, hold short of runway 23.
Got brakes. Okay, your plane?
Okay.
Line 156, turn right at Charlie, and taxi to parking this frequency.
The brakes are feeling better the more we use them.
Yeah. Well, they'll even get better once we change those pads.
Yeah, I brought those today.
Good. Maybe
Blue
I'll
43, can you accept an intersection departure
get a
from runway
chance to
20
do those
Golf?
Thursday or Friday.
Golf, Clio 43.
43, runway 20 Golf, taxi via Foxtrot, Alpha, Golf, change my frequency 118.7.
Spin it around right here.
0 Golf via Foxtrot Alpha Golf, over to 187, Clio 43.
Blue 38, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles northwestbound, Blue helicopter 1800.
So much for brakes working great.
Blue 49er, traffic 3 miles in trail, Blue helicopter northwestbound, 900 has you in sight. Radar services terminated, squawk VFR for exchange approved.
Here's my windsock.
Sunshine 7 Maui Tower, departure from the hat via John Risk, remain, or correction, depart
Alright,
south
right up.
runways westbound.
Alright.
Sunshine 7, report lift.
Oil pressure. Pressure. Alright, here we go, 1700 RPM. Alright, max.
Sunshine 7, roger.
Back to both.
Operations
leave it on
1,
there too
proceed
long.
on to Alpha, hold short of runway 20 at Charlie,
RP.
traffic departing.
Right now,
Suction.
check your right mag again. Over there and then back. Okay.
Operations 1, change my frequency 118.7.
Okay, check the idle. Alright.
Alright, let's see if we can get the ATIS.
Operations 1, change to tower frequency 118.
190 at 14, visibility 10.
Hey, look at that.
2,000,
Nice.
8,500 scattered. Temperature 22, dew point 21, altimeter 29902. RNAV runway 20 and visual approach in use. Landing and departing runways 20 and 23. Signet X-ray 3 valid. For more information, contact Honolulu Radio. Notice to airmen, irregular surface, saturate trailer between approach and runway 21, taxiway Alpha. Runway 5, windsock out of service. Obstruction, multiple cranes and rigs, 0.3 nautical miles south of South Kahului Airport. 450 feet AGM below. UAS, 0.2 nautical miles south of South Kahului Airport. From the surface at 350 feet AGL. All departing aircraft contact ground on 121.9 upper taxi. Advise on initial contact, give information to Romeo.
With Romeo.
Okay, so 29902, so we're at field elevation. Look at the difference between 29902 and the field elevation. It's like almost off by one.
Altimeter 29902.
So we got to add almost 0.1 to every altimeter setting you get.
So right now we're at 3001 or 30.1?
3001. You're at 0.01.
Got it, 0.01. And then 0.09 or 0.2, right?
That's what they said, 2992. So if you were to set this to 2992, you would be right there.
Okay.
1754 Zulu, wind 190 at 14.
Which puts us below sea level.
Right.
Class 2000, 8,500 scattered.
So you got to just figure add one.
29902. RNAV runway
Right, because we're at 3001.
Well,
So we're at 0.9,
It's like
right?
3002, because each one of those is 2.
Okay.
Irregular surface, saturate trailer between approach and runway 21, taxiway Alpha. Runway 5, windsock out of service.
I just wanted you to notice that.
Yeah.
Airport.
Good to know.
415 feet AGM below. UAS, 0.2 nautical
Okay,
miles
so we've got
south of
Romeo.
Kahului Airport. From the surface at 350
Okay, so now you want 120.6.
aircraft contact ground on 121.9 upper taxi.
Set this for 120.6.
Romeo.
Switch it over.
Maui Tower information.
And this is Maui clearance.
That's right.
So you're
Maui-
going to say Maui clearance. This is Grumman 1553 Romeo with you on the east ramp, requesting. No,
Yeah, they don't care where you are.
they don't care where you are. Okay.
You just tell them that you want to go to the southeast with information Romeo. That's it.
And that's it. All right. Maui clearance. This is Grumman 1553 Romeo requesting a southeast departure.
Romeo.
And we have Romeo.
And call for southeast departure, say again, call sign.
This is Grumman 1553 Romeo.
Grumman 1553 Romeo, Maui clearance for your southeast departure, turn left direct to the quarry, direct McKenna, maintain 1000. Departure frequency 120.2, squawk 1744.
Got southeast departure direct to the quarry, direct to McKenna, at or below 1000.
119.
119.5 and squawk.
That's why I always put this in as they read it.
Yeah, 1744.
Incoming 53 Romeo, verify departure frequency 120.2, rest of clearance, correction, rest of reback correct.
120.
120.253 Romeo.
Incoming 53 Romeo, reback correct.
Okay, so when they read that to me, I always put in the squawk as they read it. It's
They
always
don't
the
have
same.
to remember, right?
Right. And it's always the same. It's always the quarry.
Departure, stay with
It's
tower,
always
departure
McKenna.
326.
It's always 1,000 feet. It only difference is it could be 119.5 or it could be 120.2.
Okay. So, 120.2 here.
Yeah, you can start with that.
And what is that?
That's departure frequency.
Departure, okay.
Now hit the little arrows.
Okay.
Now put in 118.7. That's your tower frequency. Then hit your arrow. That's the frequency you want to depart, and then they'll switch you over to this one. So now you're set.
Apollo 39er, wind 180 at 12, runway 20 at Foxtrot, clear for takeoff.
0 Foxtrot, clear for takeoff, Mall 39.
You have this look on your face like you're confused. What the hell's the matter? What don't you
All
get?
right, so this is
Tower.
This is tower. And we don't need to talk to ground? No, okay. So, and this is departure. So once we're done with tower,
How do you know when you're done with tower?
they're going to tell us to switch,
That's right.
and
So
we're
you're-
going to switch and say with you on 120.2.
Yep. We'll say, well, we're with you at our altitude, whatever our
Altitude,
altitude is, we'll
altitude.
tell them our altitude, and we're with them, and we're going to request area alpha 3,000 feet and below.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I kind of get it.
You will. It's only your second time.
Yeah. All right, so now we want to tell the tower who we are.
You want to turn this on?
On?
Turn it all the way over to
Operations
ALT.
1, proceed onto
Look for the
runway
light.
2
Make sure we got a
northbound.
light.
Or
Go to
correction,
test. Make
proceed
sure
on
the
to
light
runway
comes
20
on.
northbound. And,
Flashing.
hold short of
Let's
runway
hope
23.
that works. Okay, say Maui Tower. Grumman 1553 Romeo, east ramp taxi for takeoff.
Maui Tower, Grumman 1553 Romeo, east ramp, taxi for takeoff.
Grumman 1553 Romeo, Maui ground. Or correction, Maui Tower. Hold short of runway 20 at Kilo.
Hold short, runway 20, Kilo, 53 Romeo. Good?
All 39er contact HCS departure.
Go to Kilo.
Yep, alternate.
You have every ground operation in the ramp waiting on you.
Oh, it's just the jet guys, right? And the fire department.
I have no idea who they are. But we're holding short. We have a clearance to go past the first line, so you got to hold short of the second line. Is this thing locked?
It is.
Blue 18 Maui Tower, hold position at the triangle traffic departing runway 20 midfield. Blue 20 departure from the hat, VHR on risk. Oh, correction, Blue 18 departure from the hat, VHR on risk. Pass out to both runways and westbound turn approved.
All right. Flaps up, on, fuel pump on.
Operations 1, crash runway 23 and remain north of taxiway Kilo, traffic waiting to depart.
My ground operations, my tower operations 1, request to proceed on taxiway Golf. I need to come back on runway 2 again, taxiway Golf.
Operations 1, roger, turn left to taxiway Golf and hold short of runway 20.
Operations 1, roger, clearing runway 20 on taxiway Golf.
Hey, Tower Lane 306, visual 20.
So he's going to tell
Operations
us
1, clear of runway
we're
20.
clear to take off.
Holding short of runway 20, taxiway Golf.
And after takeoff,
I'm
we're gonna
in
switch.
53 Romeo, traffic out the departure on Blue Helicopter,
When they
westbound,
tell us.
wind 180 at 14, runway 20 at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Runway 20, Kilo, clear for takeoff. Grumman 53 Romeo.
On 306 Maui Tower, 180 at 15, runway 20, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 20, Hawaiian 306.
Blue 18, ident altitude.
Ident 600.
Blue 18 radar contact 1 mile south Kalu Airport.
Controls real quick. Make
Eight,
sure you got
700.
full travel. All four corners.
Yep.
Keep it rolling, don't ride the brakes. Get it out on the runway.
Tower operations 1.
Operations 1 Maui
Once you get it
Tower.
lined up, just slide your
amend my
feet
request. Request to proceed back
off
to the
the
main ramp,
brakes.
please. This is taxiway Alpha.
and push just on
Operations
the
1,
bottoms of the
proceed
pedals.
to the main ramp
Go
via
to full
taxiway
power.
Alpha.
Operations
Hold
1,
straight
roger,
with the
proceed
rudder
to
pedal.
the main ramp via
It's not
taxiway Alpha.
you're not gonna have effectiveness until you add power. Is that full throttle?
Yep, full throttle.
See how the rudders are more effective now
Yep.
that you got wind blowing over it?
Yep.
Keep it straight, take your time, take a
Maui
breath.
Tower, hold position at the triangle.
Taking me seasick
traffic
already. Keep
departing,
it straight.
southeastbound.
All right, good. 5 miles an 8. Very nice.
Request we copy the hold.
Average to Street Maui Tower, roger. Expect release shortly.
Maui Tower, Maverick 65, Third company, ready for departure.
Just fine, my tower, your number 3 in sequence, full position is that.
All right, good job.
Our operations 1
Just a
clear
little
for
wobbly
runway
on your
26
roll.
range 12.
Operations 1, roger.
Now we take a left turn and head for the quarry.
Iris 67, departure from the House Beach on rest remain, eastern runway 20, traffic 2.5 miles, final Boeing 717.
Eastern runway 20, Maverick 2.
Pump off, good job.
I'm in 5-3 Romeo, contact HCF departure.
That's you.
Okay.
Talk to him, push the button.
Going 5-3 Romeo.
Now, switch.
Tell them we're with them on 120.2.
Yeah. Tell him your name. You're out of 500 feet for 1,000. You want to be in area alpha 3,000 and below.
Grumman 1553 Romeo, out of 500 feet for 1,000. Going to practice area A, 3,000 or below.
Alpha. Practice area alpha.
Navigation altitude, IDIN.
IDIN 53 Romeo. This is your IDIN button, so you push that.
Got it.
Air 1553 Romeo, radar contact, full navigation and altitude.
Oh, nav and altitude 53 Romeo. Yeah.
How's our first altitude?
4,000.
Okay, now head for the McKenna Cinder Cone and climb to 2,500 feet.
Alright, yeah, perfect. Get first. 100 switch alternate.
Make a right turn and point the nose right at the McKenna Cinder Cone. You see this McKenna Cinder Cone? Point the nose right at it. And then we'll climb to 2,500.
When able, enter right downwind. First shift. Like runway 20.
That is pretty smooth, not too bad, huh?
Yeah, not bad at all. Feels like something's going wrong.
Don't start that, no.
So I did have a question for you I thought about this morning. You know how we're talking about keeping the wings level with the rudder? Right wing goes up, right rudder. How do you do that and keep your heading? Doesn't that, or as the wing comes up, say the right wing comes up, the plane would naturally turn left. So right rudder would lower the wing and get you back on heading.
Yeah, it's just enough to bring the wing up.
5-3,
Not enough to turn.
4.5. 5-3 mile approach, Mach 1746. Okay, 1746.
Alright, this is a good climb pitch attitude, but it could be just slightly, yeah, we're about 300 foot a minute, now we're closer to 5, so that's good. I was thinking about 80 to 90, let's try 90, hold 90, and see if we can get 500 foot a minute climb here today. There we go.
Direct contact, 10 miles east, all the reverse altitude. 533, 480.
That's
253, 50%, contact Maui Tower. Keep the hack on.
Now you see this side's showing empty again. Your side's full, so let's turn on the fuel pump and switch it to the left. Okay, now turn the fuel pump off. Okay.
like this hand pushes buttons, and this hand does this.
That's it.
No, I'm not supposed to. All of a sudden I stopped climbing and went up to 100.
Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes always scanning, always moving. Get that pitch attitude. You see how our nose is up?
Yep.
Got that
About the horizon.
90. Always keep looking outside and verify inside, and keep looking outside. You can look at your wings and look at that angle. Look at that angle of the wings.
Right.
Compared to the horizon, and of course we don't have much of a horizon. We got mountains on both sides. Hawaii is mountainous terrain. Glance in at your airspeed a little fast. You're not climbing quite as much. We're not quite to our airspeed yet. Hold the nose up just a bit. All this will come. Right now you're thinking about it, but
Right.
it'll all. Once you get used to it, it all comes second nature.
You notice we got ATIS on the ground without the test button.
I know. Got the minute on he's working or something. I want you to get to 2,500 feet. Pitch. Let the airspeed pick up.
Right.
And then set the power 2,300. Then trim. You'll be holding you should be holding forward pressure until you set the power, and then trim that pressure away so it stays level where you want it. You want to hold it where you want it. All right, so now begin to push forward and hold the nose where you want it. Push forward. Stop climbing. Push forward. Push forward. Push forward. Push forward. Let the airspeed pick up. Now set the power. See how the RPM picked up?
Yep.
Set the power to 2,300. There you go, right there. Now trim. I think you pulled the power back. Wow, that's fine. Good. Now let's check your heading with your compass.
So it should be at
Should be
17.
about right there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's turn to a heading of 270. Turn clear on the right.
You're right.
Hold 2,500 feet. Turn to a heading of 270. Oh, what are you doing with the rudder pedals there?
Oh, the ball moved. I just touched it.
Yep, well, keep the ball centered. That's good. You're watching it.
Yeah, I don't know my feet yet.
Yeah, it's like a baby learning to walk.
Yep.
Standard rate turn.
Wait, 30 or 15? 30?
20.
20.
You know, when that's, and the knees are lined up.
Uh, 270.
77 Golf, contact Maui Tower.
Alright.
Okay, now look to the left, clear on the left, turn back to heading of 180. Standard rate turn. Right there. Stop the bank. Right there, that's standard rate.
Got it.
See how that's lined up?
Yep.
See how that's lined up?
Romeo, how long are you going to stay there?
We'll be working in area Alpha for about the next 20 to 30 minutes, 3,000 and below, but we'll be listening to you. 153 Romeo.
Our 53 Romeo, roger. Monitor frequency, I'll just keep you on radar.
Thank you very much. All right. Now, I want you to reduce the power to 2,000 RPM. And we're going to start a 500-foot descent, and at the same time, I want you to turn to a heading to 090.
Alright. 2,000.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're going to turn to a northbound heading all the way.
All the way.
Standard rate turn.
Your left.
Standard rate turn. 500 foot a minute descent. Standard rate turn. Keep turning. Standard rate. Come on.
talking about?
You were going up.
All of 40, Maui approach Bulk 1747.
Halfway.
Halfway.
That's good. If we should get to the 0 and the 0 at the same time. Nice. Now when you level off at 2,000 and you stop on your heading, then the power comes back to 2,300. Okay, you got to the heading just a little bit early, but early.
All of 40, ready to contact 3 miles north, central altitude. All of 40, that's our right base leg.
All right, good. Now we're going to do the same thing to the left again, only full power, and you're going to climb 500 foot a minute, back to 2,500 feet, back to 180.
Back to 180.
Clear. Full power. Full power. Climb. Turn. Standard rate turn.
At 256 Maui approach, reduce speed at 250, then clear fader approach runway 20.
Alright, that's halfway in the turn, but you're not quite halfway in the climb. Get your speed up to 90, so you can climb at 500 foot a minute. Got it up. Keep the turn in. Keep turning. You're not there yet. Keep climbing. But it's going to come out pretty close. Not close enough. There's 180. Stop the turn. We're 100 feet short. Keep climbing. Hold the nose up.
That's fun.
Now you're going to do the same thing to the right. First, you got to level off 2,500. Get your pitch power and trim back. So hold the power. Keep the power in there, let the airspeed pick up.
Okay.
Now set the power. Okay, now we're gonna check your heading.
All of 40, contact Maui turn.
Yeah. I'm going to be on the heading of 180. All right, stop the turn right there. There, is that about right? 180?
Yep.
Okay. 180, 2,500 feet. Going to bring the power back to 2,000. Clear on the right. Going to be a right-hand turn to 00 on 2,000 feet. Clear right, go. Start your turn. Start your descent. Are we going down yet? All right, good. Nice. Standard rate turn, 500 foot a minute descent. Just 2,000. Yeah, that's fine. Keep turning. Keep turning.
Departure Empire
turn.
640, passing 1,500 for 1,000.
Empire 640, Maui departure, ready to contact, clear carpool.
Harpo, Empire 640.
Should be exactly 1 minute to lose 500 feet and to turn 180 degrees. Good. Nice. Good timing. Now, power up to 2,300, level off. Okay, now go full power. You did that well. Full power, and we're going to turn to the right.
And climb up to 2,500.
Very good.
Got it. All right.
Foot a minute climb.
Not quite there.
Too much of a bank angle. There you go. Just standard rate. There you go. Right there. 1 minute to climb 500 feet. 1 minute to turn 180 degrees. up, then set the power and trim. And then you're done with that exercise.
Fire 640, contact center 126.0.
Fire 60, Fire 640.
And then you do the trim and the power right, and then you will pass. Alright, nice. Not much of a trim's needed, right?
No.
Alright, now hold this altitude and turn to a heading of
256, contact Maui Tower.
060.
256, Winston Tower.
Hold this altitude. Hold that altitude and airspeed. Don't go down, don't go up. Make it 030. Sorry, 030. All right, 030. All right, perfect. All right, now we're going to pull the power back to 1800 RPM.
Okay.
And the carb heat comes on, and trim the nose so we don't lose any altitude. The nose up, slowing down. Trim, trim, trim. Nose up. We're looking for a target of 75. Bring in 1 notch flaps. Hold the flaps for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Alright, stop. Retrim. Add some power. Get it up to 1800. Get your nose up. You're losing altitude. Get your nose up. Add some power. Remember, power is going to climb. Now you're going to have your power up to 2,000 to get back up to your altitude. Hold right rudder so you don't lose your heading. This is kind of the landing attitude, right?
Okay.
Now the ground's at 2, so if you come down to the 2, we're going to crash, okay?
All right.
So I need you to get back up to the 5.
Okay.
You're going to have to add full power and get rid of the carb heat until you get there. This heading, don't go. We were supposed to be on 030. Now let's just hold on 0.
Okay.
Okay. This is slow flight. You're at 75. That's good. But see how much power you got to get back to your altitude. I mean.
Right.
Altitude. All right. Now that your altitude is there, keep the pitch the same. Maybe lower the nose a little and bring the power back to 18 inches again. Lower the nose, bring the power back to 18 inches. Carb heat on. Carb heat on.
And 1800 with the carb heat on.
Right.
Okay.
Don't lose altitude. Pull the nose up. Get a little more power in there. It's going to take maybe 19. We're at 70. Alright, fly around like this for a while. It may take 20. No, that's fine right there. Alright, look to the left, clear left. Let's turn to a heading of 270. Maintain your altitude. Don't lose any altitude. And this is a slow, not even standard rate, half standard rate. If you get a little slow or you're a little low, add some power. Okay.
And 270.
Yeah, right. Okay. Now, go to full power, take the carb heat off again, get back up to your altitude. Carb heat off. Carb heat goes first.
Okay.
Then power.
Well, you got to tell me in that order.
I thought I did. I thought I said carb heat off, add power. Heading 270. Yep. don't lower the nose too much when you reduce your power. Just get your power back to about 1900 now and don't lose altitude. Set it at 2000. Then pull the carb heat on as it drops another 100. 200. Add a little. Okay, good. All right, now turn back to 00, heading a northbound heading. Clear right. Maintain your altitude, maintain your speed. Start to lose a little altitude, pull the nose up a little, add a little power. We're getting in a little too close. Turn to a heading of 030. Hold your altitude. Okay, very nice. All right, my plane for a minute.
Your plane.
Thank you. Let's see how that jumps up. 200. So let's keep it this time. Let's keep it at about 2100 with it off. As long as we're in the green, we'll have this off. We're going to add another down to 2/3 flaps. Okay. There we go. 2/3 flaps. 030. Now we should keep it right at about 75. Now notice how when we add more flaps, the nose isn't as high.
Right.
Okay, so now I want you to fly it like this. Your plane.
My plane.
All right, now turn to a heading of 150. Maintain your altitude.
Paris 5 HCF, Squawk 1751.
Good. Turn it. You're doing great. This is kind of the feel for the plane when you're landing, right? So we want you to get you set up for that. Watch your altitude, watch your heading. To get a little low, pull the nose up and add power. Stop, yeah.
Paris 5, ready to contact 10 miles southwest, Maui, vortex main west of center line and proceed inbound south.
2,000 RPM. We'll hold 70.
5, ready to contact tower 87.
Okay, now I want you to look outside and just aim the nose right at the McKenna center cone again.
Okay.
We're going to use that McKenna center cone as a reference, and we're going to go to full flaps, and we'll descend to 2,000 feet, and we're going to pretend like the ground is at 2,000 feet. And when you get to 2,000 feet, then you're going to go to full power, and we'll start to bring the flaps up, like a go around. Okay.
Okay. So full flap.
We're going to pretend like we're landing.
Okay.
Pretending like we're landing
So
at
75.
2,000 feet, we're going to go, oh, we're not going to land, and we're going to pretend we're going to do a go around.
Okay.
And so at that point, then we're going to add full power, and we start to, and then we bring the flaps up.
Okay. Okay.
And keep that, and then pitch for about this high for a climb.
Okay.
Okay? So go to full flaps right now. Okay. Now goes carb heat on and power to 1500. Carb heat on, power at 1500. And start a descent to 2,000 feet. Head right for the McKenna center cone.
We're going to maintain about 75 to 80.
75 to 80, yeah. That's good. This is just like we're landing, okay? Like we're lined up with the runway.
Okay.
We're pretending like we're gonna land. You're doing good. All right, we're coming in for a landing. You're a stable approach. See, our airspeed is stable.
Yep.
Our flaps are set. We're set. We're just gonna make a perfect landing. Everything is set up. We're on the center line. We're gonna have a great landing. Oh, I'm gonna be so excited about this landing. It's gonna be wonderful. Oh no! An idiot in a fuel truck is pulling out in front of us on the runway. Full power. Go around right now. Pitch up and bring the flaps up. Pitch up. Pitch up. You don't have to hold your hand here. Keep your hand on the throttle. Okay. Very good. Now turn to a heading of 270. While we're climbing, climb to 2,500 feet and a heading of 270. I think you're ready. How do you feel?
I don't know.
You don't know how you feel?
No, I'm too busy flying.
Okay, good answer. All right, let's go into the
I
airport.
don't have time for feelings.
Let's see if we can get this thing on the ground without hurting ourselves.
Oh, come on, kill it.
Are you ready to fly some more? Gotta get to 2,500 feet and heading at 270. So you got 270, still need to climb a little quicker. But it sure likes to burn the fuel out of that left side and not out of the right.
All right, 3/4 here.
Yeah, we're down at a quarter over here. All right, let's turn to a heading of 180 now. 180, left turn.
Now, should I be throttling back here?
Yeah, you're back into cruise.
Right.
Pitch, power, and trim. Only we're turning. Up on the heading.
Alright, so 180.
Okay, you did that. Now turn to a heading of north.
Right turn or left turn?
Left turn.
Left turn.
Left turn to north. And approach Grumman 153 Romeo. We'd like to return for landing.
153 Romeo, roger, and remain east of the drag strip and left downwind runway 20, maintain 1,500.
East of the drag strip, left downwind for runway 20, maintain 1,500, 53 Romeo.
53 Romeo, roger, altimeter 29095, Romeo, current wind is 190 at 13.
95, we got Romeo, thank you.
3 Romeo.
All right, they want us east of the drag strip, so there's the drag strip. We stay east of it. You can see the airport, and we'll just head right for the midfield, left downwind for the airport. Just head right for the control tower. Or the big hangar. See the big white hangar? Stop the turn. Yeah, this is good. Stop the turn right here. Just head like this. And now we descend to 1,500 feet.
Alright, so descending to 1,500, we're going to go down to 2,000 RPM.
Yep.
F53 Romeo, contact Maui Tower 118.71.
Thank you. Good morning, 53 Romeo. Thank you. Switch to the tower.
On 155 traffic, 8 miles
Now, if you want to do the
southeast
first
of
call,
Maui Airport and down
after
to
there, so you can concentrate on
Grumman
flying.
2300.
Say Maui Tower, Grumman 153 Romeo with you left downwind runway.
Flying 155, the traffic's in a
Left downwind.
left
Runway 20.
and a right downwind for runway 20.
155.
Maui Tower, Grumman 1553 Romeo, left downwind.
We're with you for left downwind for runway 20.
Maui Tower, Grumman 1553 Romeo, we're with you left downwind for runway 20.
Grumman 1553 Romeo, Maui Tower.
Wind 17013, runway 20, clear to land. Traffic departing runway 20, Boeing 717. Caution wake turbulence.
Caution wake turbulence, clear to land, runway 20 for the traffic, 53 Romeo.
Good. That was good. You covered all the bases. Looking for the traffic. We're clear to land. That was the most important thing they want to hear is clear to land, runway 20. Always got to say who you are, what runway you're cleared to land on. You can't just say clear to land because there's two runways.
Yeah.
You got to name your runway.
And we're descending down to 1,500. 1,500.
Line 155, contact ACS departure.
Line 155, connect.
Hello, 40 in the cat, high 60.
Hello, 40, Maui Tower, runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha, hold short runway 23.
Hello, Blue 49, Wakapu, 3.2, Seattle for the half.
About 50
Hello, 40, Maui Tower, runway 20, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha, hold short runway 23.
40, can we take 23 at Alpha?
Hello, 40, I have your request. Taxi out for runway 20 for now.
There you go.
Taxi, Foxtrot Alpha, hold short 23. Hello, 40.
Blue 49er, Maui Tower, squawk 0336, traffic 5 miles southeast Kalu Airport, right down for runway 20, Grumman 1400.
0336, Blue 49, looking for the traffic.
Blue 49er, maintain at or above 2000.
Above 2000, Blue 49.
Tower 9 Whiskey Alpha, smoke about 2.6 east Sierra.
So we're going to
Helicopter 9 Whiskey Alpha, Maui Tower,
hang a
squawk
right parallel to the runway?
0337, Ida.
Yeah, we enter midfield at a 45 degree angle, and then we parallel the runway for the right downwind. Once we pass the end of runway 20, then we turn our base leg, and that's when we'll start to, we'll add our flaps when we're a beam on the downwind.
Right.
First notch. Our second notch when we turn base, and then full flaps when we turn final.
Okay.
And once we turn final, we want it at 75 to 80, and then right down on the runway, just like we practiced. Okay?
Alright.
Our pre-landing checklist, mixture in, this is set, boost pump on. Alright, we just have flaps to
Milo
go.
40,
Now we can descend
runway
to 800
23,
feet.
taxi via Alpha, hold
Power
short
back
runway
to
23 at
2,000
Alpha.
RPM, start down to 800 feet.
Could be the Alpha, we're holding short.
Right about where Haleakala Highway comes down to Hana
Helicopter 9
Highway.
Whiskey Alpha, radar
That's what
contact
we
6
want
miles east Kalu Airport, maintain at above 1,500, traffic left base to runway 23, Grumman 1,300 over the Rockport.
And
And
right
let's go,
parallel.
we'll go
And once we
in,
get
from
across
155,
that
we'll get
Haleakala Highway,
40, on departure, make a right downwind
first
departure,
notch of flaps.
wind
Down to
18014, runway 23 at Alpha, clear for takeoff.
Alpha, for takeoff, and right down with departure. Hello, 40.
2,000 RPM.
9 Whiskey Alpha, the traffic will maintain visual.
After 9 Whiskey Alpha, top down the Grumman, cancel all true restriction, land at the east ramp will be at your own risk.
Get it down to 500 foot a minute descent.
Grumman 53 Romeo, change to runway 23, enter left base, wind 17014, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land 2353 Romeo.
53 Romeo, traffic 3 o'clock, 4 miles, yellow helicopter 1,700 inbound for the east ramp, will pass behind you.
Roger, 53 Romeo.
49 radar
So now we're
contact 4
gonna land
miles
on the other
southwest
runway,
Kalu
runway
Airport,
23.
fly direct to the
So we're
rock
gonna
quarry,
have parallel
then
out,
enter a left down for the Hat
runway
and Coral base, traffic 3 miles east of Kalu Airport, windward
over
helicopter
here,
1,500 inbound for the east ramp.
Runway 23, stop and turn. Okay, stop and turn. Okay. Make sure you're in the white arc. Now bring the power back to 2,000.
Blue 49er, maintain at or above 1,500.
It drops to 1,800. And then 1/3 flaps. Make sure you're in the white
Blue
arc.
49 cancel altitude restriction.
Okay. Look over your left shoulder at the end of runway 23, and when it gets at about a 45-degree angle behind your left shoulder, that's our base turn. That's when we're going to turn base.
Okay.
Okay, we want to still be at 800 feet. We don't want to descend yet. All right, now turn. Turn your base.
Hello 40, traffic 1 mile left base to runway 23, Grumman 600 indicated.
Keep turning.
Got it.
With the runway. There you go. That's good for the flaps. Keep it coming on around and line up with the runway.
Hello
Now go to
40,
full flaps.
traffic 1 mile final
Power
to
at
runway
1500.
23, Grumman 600.
40, continue northeastbound offshore.
I'm sorry, that was blocked. Was that for 53 Romeo?
Negative, Bravo. Mahalo 40, continue northeastbound to offshore.
Keep turn.
Eastbound offshore, Mahalo 40.
Right, line up with 2-3.
Blue 49, can I start base at my discretion?
Blue 49er, affirmative, turn base at your discretion, land at half beach on risk. 40, remain offshore, altitude your
75 to 80,
discretion.
point the nose down, aim straight to 2-3. There you go. Use those rudder pedals. Keep it straight.
Bravo 40, contact
Now
base
the wind is coming from this way, so you're going to have to hold lots of left aileron and lots of right rudder. I'm going to have to help you because this is going to be a hell of a crosswind here. Alright, start easing the power off down to about 1200 and leave it right there at 1200. Alright, right aileron, left rudder pedal. Feel that left rudder pedal?
That's right rudder pedal.
Well, it's opposite anyway. So just hold it right here. Hold it, hold it. Hold it. Now power off. Power off.
Yep, power off.
Okay. And we just let it settle. And we tap the brakes. You don't want to lock up the wheel.
Right.
Right? Just tap them a little bit.
Grumman 53 Romeo, turn left at Bravo, Foxtrot, hold short of runway 20 at Foxtrot.
Left at Bravo and hold short of 20 at Foxtrot. Left on Foxtrot. 50. Okay, your airplane. Just tap the brakes to slow it down and use a little bit of that left brake when you make this turn onto Bravo. Don't go through the puddle if you can help it. Now you Then now you can get it back on the center line. And so we're going to go down here to Foxtrot. See the big B and the F, and it says the F has arrows going this way.
Yep.
We're going to make a left on F on Foxtrot, and then we go down and we hold short of runway 20 at Foxtrot.
You pushing on my pedal?
No, that's the wind.
Whew.
What?
That was fun.
Of course it was fun. We were flying. Were you scared?
No. I was.
Grumman 53 Romeo, cross runway 20 at Foxtrot, then contact ground.
Cross 20 at Foxtrot and over to ground. 53 Romeo. Okay, so we're cleared to cross all the way.
And straight. Right.
Yep, straight across, and then a left.
Grumman 53 Romeo, amend instructions, remain this frequency to parking.
Okie dokie.
Counted 45 jets out here yesterday.
I've seen it over 100.
Wow.
I saw it so bad one year that they were crying to all of us general aviation people, and they wanted us all piled up over in here, and us, all the little airplanes backed in like they had the jets, so they'd have room for jets to be backed in all over in here. We were all going crazy. No way, we're not going to do. They were all crying and complaining. It was ramp wars.
220 Quebec Sierra Maui Tower. Contact clearance over 120.6 for clearance.
Maui Tower, Blue Nate coming out of Waikapu, Sierra Pass.
Blue and 8 Maui Tower Squawk 0340, stay altitude.
We're 2.5, 0340.
Alright, off. Blue and 8, radar contact. These guys off. Throttle out. Clear to lean.
Watch your head.